So those
Well,
things are definitely out there.
25 years ago, there wasn't a lot of options. Martin Archery had some, and I think one of the places had them, and they had that reflective wrap, and they had orange wraps, and they had all kinds of different wraps. Not like the options you have now.
Hmm.
Oh man, there's hundreds of options now, and I made up a set of arrows for a guy, and he wanted the orange wrap, the full length wrap, and fletched two orange and a red feather on it, or a vein, and that stood out. All that orange on the back of that arrow. Yeah, that arrow definitely stood out.
Yes, I see some like that. I like to use mainly just white, white wrap and white fletching because you can see it, pretty good,
Yeah,
and it looks cool, obviously. But I don't like using too much dark stuff because if even if you don't find it that day, you could find it later on.
yeah,
But if it's too dark and it just blends in, it's gonna be harder for it to, you know, to find it. But today with lighted nocks as good as they are, obviously, some are better than others, but you should be able to find it pretty quick. And if you don't, you know, no telling where that arrow went if you can't find it with a lighted knock on it.
yeah.
But yeah, back in the day, they weighed so much, and I got out of them for a while just because of they were. I was having trouble. They'd go through an animal and they'd turn off, and you're like, okay, where'd the arrow go? And you still have to go find the arrow.